What is virtual memory and page fault in operating systems? Let's understand first about the virtual memory. From our earlier concept about paging technique, we know that page table used to convert the virtual address to the physical address, and the process which has to be executed must be loaded into the main memory, and after loading to main memory only that process or program can execute. So let's say we are having three processes P1, P2 and P3, and as a general thumb rule the maximum number of processes should be loaded into the main memory or RAM memory so that multi-programming can be supported. So here as you can see we are having three processes P1, P2 and P3 which is currently loaded into the main memory, and think that either the requirement of size of process P1 plus size of process P2, I'm talking about the complete size what that process has. So the total size of P1, total size of process P2 and total size of process P3, if it is greater than the available main memory, so in that case the complete process cannot be loaded into the main memory. Only the part of the memory will be loaded to the RAM which needs execution currently, and the part of memory which doesn't require execution now, that should not be loaded into the main memory. This kind of a storage scheme make illusion to the programmer that you are having very big size of memory and you are allowed to write as bigger program that you want to write. You are allowed to write the bigger and bigger programs. So this kind of illusion which says you are having infinite memory to write your program is called virtual memory. Now let's understand how can we load part of the program which is to be executed currently. Suppose you are having two processes P1 and P2 which has 4 pages. Process P1 also has 4 pages and process 2 also has 4 pages, and each page size is of 1 KB. So to execute this it must be loaded first into the main memory, and for understanding I am taking only the 8 frames here and each frame having size of 1 KB only. Both size are equal. Page size is also 1 KB and here frame size is also 1 KB. And consider in 2 frames your operating system is stored. So now you are left with how many frames? We are left with total 6 remaining frames. And for loading you need page table for each process. This is page table for process P1 and another page table will be for process P2, which will keep the information about page from the virtual memory and frame information of the main memory, and this present bit will tell you either this page is mapped to the main memory or not, or you can say this page is loaded into the main memory or not. If this page is present in the main memory, then present bit will be 1, otherwise this present bit will be 0. And these two page tables also needs to be stored in main memory. So let's say this has stored in frame 6 and page table of process 2 is stored at frame 7. So now you are left with only 4 frames. Actually one more frame is required to store the outer page table, but I am not considering that here for simplicity. So now you are left with 4 frames, where how many pages you have to store? You have to store 4 pages of process P1 and 4 pages of process P2. So total 8 pages you have to store. But how many pages you can store here? You can store only 4 pages because size of page and size of frame both are equal. So you can load only 4 pages. So let's say you have stored page 0 of P1 at frame 2, page 1 of process 1 at frame 3, page 0 of process P2 at frame 4, and page 1 of process P2 at frame 5. So now your complete main memory is full. You cannot store other pages here. So part of both process which has to be executed currently is loaded into the main memory, and the corresponding entry need to be updated in these page tables. So entry will be updated here. So page 0, where is it stored? Page 0 is stored at frame 2. So this entry will be updated here frame 2, and remaining entry where page 1 is present, page 1 is present at F3 frame 3. And whether this is present or loaded into the main memory, yes, it is loaded. So this bit will be 1 and this bit also be 1, and since page 2 and page 3 are not loaded, this bit value will be 0. Similarly, for page table of process 2 will be updated. Page 0 and 1 is updated at frame 4 and 5, and corresponding present bit will be 1, and page 2 and page 3 are not loaded, so this bit will be 0 here. So till this point I think it is clear. Now think that CPU has requested a part of program which is present in page 2 requires execution now. So for executing this, it has to be firstly loaded, and currently it is not loaded, right? It is currently not loaded, and this bit is 0, present bit is 0 for this. So here in this scenario, a trap will be generated which will say this page is not loaded to the main memory, which is called page fault. And once trap is triggered, so for that what we have to do again? We have to free up some space. And what space we can free up? Which are not being used currently or list being used. So let's say page P1 of process 2, this page 1 is not being used currently. So what will be done? This will be freed up, and the new page 2 has to be loaded. In other words, it will demand a page from secondary memory to load into the main memory or primary memory, which is known as page demand. So to serve this page demand, this page 2 of process P1 needs to be loaded into this main memory. So for loading, it will free up this space first, and then it will load page P2 to this location. And once it has loaded page 2 of process P1, the corresponding entry it has to update in the page table of process P1. So here the entry will be updated. Frame 5 is loaded with page 2 of process P1, and the present bit here will be updated from 0 to 1. Just a typo mistake, this will be 1. This is present now, and here also it will be updated. Since page 1 entry we have removed from here, so present bit will be set to 0 now. So this was the small brief about virtual memory, page fault and page demand in operating system. If you have still any doubt regarding these topics, please let me know. Thank you so much for watching this video, and we'll see you soon.